What's good? It's Chigozie. So the game is over. The scripted sporting event, the occult theatrical performance is over. And we see the score. It's obvious that this is a scripted league. Look at the ending score. So if you're new to this, watch my other videos. Watch Zachary K. Hubbard's videos. Watch anyone who does Gematrios. Watch their videos. See how we show how this gang of Freemasons, Zionist Jews, in this case, and very particularly the Jesuit order, this is how the Jesuit order, who controls your professional sports, is how they script it by the numbers, how it's all a Catholic show. So many Catholic Christianity tributes in these basketball events. But the main purpose of this video is to show how Mark Few, the man with the contrived name, Mark Few, what kind of name is that? How this government employee is participating in these rigged sporting events. He's the sacrifice. Mark Few, Jesus Christ, all about being the lesser. I already see the parallel in that, and that's just the surface. That's the most surface parallel. Born December 27th, a couple days after Christmas. These are the really small similarities. Wait until you see everything else I have to show you. So, if you want to know how to really see the similarities, you need to employ gematria, which is the practice of putting numbers into words. Mark Norman Few, his full name, sums to 199 in reverse order, reversing the alphabetical order, summing each letter to a single digit, 199, a 46 prime number. His initials, MF, Mark Few. M, the 13th letter, 1 plus 3 is 4. F, the 6th letter, 6, 46. Mark Few, 46, 46, like sacrifice. Also keep that 73 in mind, 62 like Mason. Sacrifice, 46, 73. See how his full name summed to 73. See how he's being used as the sacrifice. See how Jesus Christ is the sacrifice, like Mark Few. See how they have the same gematria. This is by the numbers. This is how your sports leagues are run. This is what the Jesuit order does. I don't know what else to say. Mark Few, Christ. And they had the 103 on the screen a lot. They kept showing that number. Actually, if you pay attention, you get these numbers. I mean, look at the 77 to 77 the teams went to come into the game. Obviously. Christ, the sacrifice, the sacrificial lamb, died for your sins. And we get Mark Few with the parallel of Christ. With the name gematria. Do you know what else sums to 77? The road ends here. That's the motto of the Final Four. Also 76, like blood sacrifice. Well, here we get 77. So what's the code? This agent, this actor. He is an actor, guys. This man is 100% actor. Think about it. He stands on TV acting like he's losing, acting like he's all concerned, acting, the quiet guy, like Jesus Christ. Think about Jesus. If Jesus was a coach, they would have the same exact demeanor. Chill, quiet. It's the same thing. This man's playing Jesus. He's playing Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not making some metaphor and allegory. I'm serious. This is what the Jesuit order is doing. This is what they do. This is how they script their sports. They put these narratives in there. Have these. Yes, I have to say it. Like, after exposing this for so long, it's hard for me to talk about this with a straight face. To me, it's comical now because I see how everyone. It's just funny when I look at the crowd, laugh and cheer and buy into all this stuff, and I see the numbers blatantly, I see the acting blatantly, I just laugh. Yes, Mark Few is an actor. He's not a coach. He's an actor. A paid government employee sent to deceive you. Paid by the Freemasons, paid by the Zionist Jews, the Jesuits. It is the same. Mark Few deceiving you. So he's acting like he's losing, acting like he's concerned, but no, it's all a show. So, I could spend, might as well get into it, let's look at the birth numerology. I think I already did that. December 27th, 1962. First off, he's born in 62. Remember the 62 in his full name. Life path number 57, like the championship number. So, here we go. This man is sacrificed for the championship. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's these people's purpose. That's his whole purpose in life, is to be sacrificed for this game and for other things to come. 101, Assassin, Assumption 101, Saturn 30. This is on the 93rd day of the year. The day this game happened, of course. Saturn 93, Propaganda 93. This is propaganda. This man is an agent of propaganda. The bathroom bill linked up with this perfectly. The bathroom bill 71. North Carolina won 71 points. I'll link that all in the description. Again, Zachary K. Hubbard just comes out saying all this information, and it always comes true, like all the time. That's why I come and do this knowledge. It's just the same stuff he does. He's more in depth, he's more complex because he's been doing this longer. But I apply the same things, and it's the same thing all the time. One more time, Mark Few, 46. I mean, come on. That's just stop watching this video after that. That's all you have to know. Seriously, that's all you have to know. Look at his initials. Look how his name sums the same thing as Christ. How he's clearly the sacrifice for this game, as in they lost. So, let me see, because that's just really all I wanted to share. But, there could be some other things to see. This man's a pretty big article. Oh, yeah, Gonzaga, 71 as well. Oh, yeah, perfect. I can show you. So, Gonzaga, this is one of their patterns. See, Gonzaga is 71 in English ordinal and 35 reducing. See? Like Catholic. See? Also, the 46, like Mark Few, MF, Mark Few. Catholic, Few is all about being, lesser and humble. At least that's what Jesus is trying to preach. Mark Few, I mean, his name is perfect. I love saying his name. His name is fun to say, Mark Few. It's one of their contrived names I can tolerate. It's still a little, odd to me, the Few. But anyway, what's Gonzaga's nickname? So we have Gonzaga. Watch this. They're called the Zags. Now look, the reflection of 71, the reflection of 35. See what I'm saying? See how they do this? 55, like sacrifice, by the way. Sacrifice 55. Zags, so look, see Zags 53, Zags 17, I'll type in Gonzaga. Now we have, and now see it flips over. So we get, now it's back in ordinal instead of reduced. See, it's all a back and forth pattern in itself. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's flipping like this. The reflection, that's all a pattern. They purposely do this. It's called crafting propaganda. These are builders. This is what they do. 118, like death, like patriots. Which is, and this might, be another clue into how they do it, because the Patriots won that 118, and now we have the 118 losing this. I have to look more into that. So, let's see. I want to see the Gematrix behind Few. 34, of course, 34. On April 3rd, 3rd of April, he's the sacrifice, the agent, the 47, the foundation, the framework for this theatrical performance, this Catholic performance, this Catholic tribute put on by the Jesuit order. And that's what I'm showing you. I'm just doing this kind of off. I watched the game, guys. The game was so scripted. They had so many numerical tributes. Remember the fouls, the 444 fouls, a Sonic 444, Jewish 444, all the 74 words, something 444 in English Sumerian. But not even that. Before that, it was 433. If you saw it, 433, the 84th prime. I mean, right when I saw that, I was like, oh, obviously numerical tribute. 433. How many times have I talked about this? The 84th prime. Jesuit Sunsu 84. Branding their propaganda. How many times do I say this? How many times do I show you news? It's them branding their propaganda. And then now, like, we're watching a basketball game, a live game, and I'm showing you how they're branding it right there. 4 fouls. All you people with DVR, go back and watch. On the foul box on the left, this is 4. It's in vertical. 4-3-3. This is why they did it. That's why they showed it to you then. And think about it. The next time they showed it to you was when it was 4-4-4. And they even called it out. They pointed it out because they had to. Part of the script, part of the tributes. So I find English Sumerian. 444. All the 74 words, 444. And mathematically, it's in itself is a special number. There's more to it. I'm showing you just even geometrically. Like, the reason these numbers are all special mathematically as well. That's why they love them. So they code them into their words. So, whoops. Okay. So, it's going to be a short one. You see how Mark fused the sacrifice. I mean, we get the sacrifice coding in his name with the word and with the Christ comparison. I showed you. I mean, this is all just real stuff. You can go and do this yourself. I'm not making this up. You saw the gematria. You see how it all syncs up. You saw this man loses the game. Clearly the sacrifice. Not to mention, everyone knew that, well, not everyone, but a lot of people looking into this knew that he was going to lose. Zach said that they're going to lose. Other people looking at this said that they're going to lose. That people said there was going to be UNC versus. I had UNC and Gonzaga before the whole thing started. I had them in the final because I saw how it was all scripted, and everyone had UNC winning because I saw the whole thing. I just kind of copied off people's notes. And actually, I didn't I just did. Plus, when I look at the notes, I see it from last year. I see the 71s. I mean, look, 71 was one of the final scores. They both summed to 136. From Mark Few's birthday, from his, how old is this agent? 54. Obviously, 54. From his 54th birthday to today is 97 days. Death, 97. We're talking about the death of Christ. See? 97, the 25th prime. Death, also 25. You see what I'm saying? Also 38 and 20. 71, the 20th prime number, you see? So we get the 71 connection. 97. United States of America 228. Oh yeah, and also look what else we get. We also get the 118 connection. We saw the 118 earlier in Gonzaga, and then look, 118 like death. See how they code this all together. This is 97 days. So glad I did not end this. I couldn't forget this. But what made me think about it is the 13 weeks and 6 days. What was the game's score? That's what I'm saying. I hope my math is right. But this looks like 136. I don't trust myself. I make so many mistakes. We're just going to punch it in. So we all can see 65 plus 71, 136. So the game sums you 136, and the sacrifice on this, the whole point of this video is to show this man is a branded, coded sacrifice, coded by these Jesuits. The sacrifice, this happens 13 weeks and 6 days. And like as I always say, they code it in the span as well. Also, get the 37. And then look. 3 months, 8 days. Death, 38. Killing 38. Israel 98. Lupercalia 98. And then it's 14 weeks, end 14. They like to end things with 14. And look at this. He loses 14 weeks, span of 14 weeks from his birthday. Do you guys want to do from today or from that day to his upcoming 55th birthday? Might as well. I need to show. And today was April 3rd. You know, I don't see much here. Again, you know, you're going to have a residual. They like to code things. You know, I cannot deny this. Like, you know, this could be definitely something. I just can't see it right away. It could be some prime number. I'm not going to just be, oh, bam, if I don't see it. Clearly, the 97 connection, I showed you all that. And it shows that's what they're really going for. So since that was what they're really going for, this very well will not be as significant. There are times, though, where they both are, you know, just as. I mean, it's all about, you just got to apply this. You got to apply this, see the pattern. I'm not making this up, trying to make things connect. I know a lot of you think I'm just trying to make things connect. No, it's research. I'll happily do research in the open like this. I don't care. That's just a subjective thing. These are Freemasons. These are the 57th prime. See what I'm saying? The 57th prime, the championship number. I mean, perfect. I mean, it shows. It shows. Just because you don't see something, this is perfect proof. Just because you don't see it right away, doesn't mean it's just bullshit. We get the 57th prime number. So look, this is the championship, and his upcoming birthday is 269. The 57th prime, 383 is also probably special then, too. We'll go to 57. The 76 prime. And we had 76 earlier. The road ends here. Wasn't that 76? Look at that. The road ends here, 76. The road ends here, right? It ends here. He loses. The road ends here, 76. 38 weeks and 3 days, 383. 76 prime number. This is all in the span. Remember all the obvious shit we found? Oh, wait. That was the last one. But, you know, again, there's things here too. I show you how it's in the span, how it's in the duration. This is undeniable. The 57th prime, the 97th prime. If you write up 57, you get 131, like championship. That's why World Series 57, Stanley 57, like Stanley Cup, NBA Finals 57. And of course, you know, March Madness we get 71 because of this Catholic Jesuit order. They have to brand their thing. How many times, like literally every single video, I have to emphasize how they like to brand, how they like to self-tribute. It just shows. Okay, so we'll definitely go for 20 minutes. I know with a couple more minutes we can find a few more things. Bulldogs, you know, might as well do that. Bulldogs. 43. April 3rd. You see what I'm saying? 118. Back to the 118. Like Gonzaga. See? See what I'm saying? See how to connect them all? By the numbers. All this is the alphabetical order, but you take into account the capital letter. And that means, logically, and you see it all the time, Saturn 119, look at all the 119 they do. It shows that Francis Bacon, for proper nouns, is, if anything, the most relevant method. That's why Freemasons 122, and they're always quoting 122 all the time, whenever the fuck they can. You see it. That's why you can just tell. It's not me guessing or it's not conjecture. You see them apply it. You see them apply it. Pay attention to the Francis Bacon of proper nouns, even Freemasonry. They code 165 all the time. I mean, you can do it with anything. Zionism 131. Zionist 138. Like Donald Trump. 138 plus 831, 969. The average world speed of Saturn. Donald Trump 190, like Synagogue of Satan. You see what I'm saying? fucking type 190 using alphabetical order. You see what I'm saying? This is what they do. We get a 2442 sequence doing it. I mean, and they code, I've seen them code 242. So Francis Bacon with proper nouns with names is extremely significant. It's just, obviously. So, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. Might as well say what Mark Few is and Francis Bacon. One, two, I mean, obviously. It's a very special number to this game. America 129, Jewish Gematria, 76, Francis Bacon. Because Francis Bacon with names has you covered all the time. You get relevant, extremely special numbers in these names all the time. I mean, Francis Bacon is clearly a Freemasonic. I mean, look, it's Francis Bacon. Do I have to explain that? Look at this record. 112. It's seeing that. 53. So I show you Bulldogs, Gonzaga. I know there's plenty more. Just gonna make sure. 31, 21 plus 1, also the 211. Guys, it's all by the numbers. That's what I'm saying. It's all. It's not just me just assigning. No, guys, you have to understand these Freemasons, these Jesuits, which are the Freemasons, which are the Zionist Jews, it's the same thing. That's why I use these names interchangeably. I know that they're overtly different, but at the end of the day, it's all the same. They're all these Zionist Jews confusing you by the numbers, deceiving you by the numbers. Donald Trump, a Thalemite, a Zionist Jew, a Jesuit, a Freemason. That's what our president is. This is what I'm talking about. Donald Trump, Paul Wolfowitz, Barack Obama, all in the same gang. Nancy Pelosi. I know I say her a lot. Was even these people they talk about a lot in the news that come in and out that you wouldn't know. Nancy Pelosi is a puppet of this gang, an actress or an actor doing whatever they can to deceive you. So I think it's a good thing to end. I showed you how this man is a sacrifice. All the sacrifice coding. Mark Few, 46. MF 46, that's the biggest takeaway, and how him and Christ have the same gematria as these Jesuits would do. Christ, Mark Few. Especially the 77, the 112, we already say that 503 to 112, Mark Few 112, Zionist 112, Mathematics 112, 112, they call this all-time Super Bowl 112, 131, like championship. 41, the 13th prime number. 7 times 7. So 7 times 7 is 49. You're right, 77. 49. See what I'm saying? See how they put these important relationships? Of course, the square root of that is 7. See how they put these important relationships and these important numbers? They code these numbers all the time. I see these. I see these all the time. I mean, just go, all you hip-hop listeners, they always like to mention the 17.5, 175 in these rap songs. And I know that the narrative says it's one thing, and yeah, it could have relation to one thing. But guys, you have to understand, the Freemasons, who are the real hip-hop artists, and they're the ones who are telling these artists to keep on repeating these certain numbers, these certain words, these certain phrases with these numbers in them. They say, you can even write whatever rap you want, but you make sure you mention this number, like, this many times in your song. And they'll never tell you that they're told to do that. I mean, they're paid millions of dollars to keep quiet about that kind of stuff. Not to mention, if they ever told you this gang who controls your media can easily just put up media pieces slamming that artist, saying how they're this or that, and make sure that you won't believe them. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. All people are like, why haven't these celebrities outed them? Why haven't anyone? Guys, one, they don't know everything. Any celebrity who knows a lot, and if they ever talk, I mean, first off, they'll get off. And second off, guys, this gang controls your media. All the bullshit you believe now is from this gang. You think they can't persuade you or sway you into not think, like literally Aaron Rodgers can come out right now and say everything. He can literally Aaron Rodgers can bring out a laptop, sit there with your matrinator, show you how it's all scripted, apologize for being a part of this. Dude, the news will come out, the gang will come out and just slander him, make some story up. They'll have some big thing about how he's been mentally ill his whole life and how he's been taking these medications, and Donald Trump's in on it. And, Donald Trump will be part of it too. It'll be some big spectacle. And it'll distract you. And before you know it, it'll be some big old false flag that'll happen like a couple of days later. And then you'll just completely forget about it. And, it'll just be something like that. Like, what I'm trying to say is, guys, this gang controls your information. So if anything gets out, they can just cover it up like that. They do it all the time. So, stop saying that. So that was actually a really good way to end. A nice 25-minute video about Mark Few, Mr. Sacrifice, Mr. 4-6, quoted with Christ. Remember, they lost against a team. North Carolina won with 71 points, like Bathroom Bill. Remember, South Carolina, the girls basketball team won too. It's all stuff Zachary K. Hubbard called out, and it comes true. And the numbers he talks about are in it. And this happens again and again and again and again, year after year. So is Zach just some man who's so good at putting together coincidences? I mean, come on. You can't be that retarded to think that. But anyway, peace out. Mark Few, the sacrifice. It's clear. Mark Few. Crucifix sums to 93 using the English alphabet. It's English ordinal. Show you using alphabetical order. 93. And Mark Few was a sacrifice on the 93rd day of the year. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. April 3rd was the 93rd day of the year. That crucifix. I already showed out how he was playing Jesus, and he was crucified on the crucifix on the 93rd day of the year. We also get the 119, 51, 48, God 61. 1, 2, 3, the conspiracy. This is a conspiracy. But this is what they're 100% going for. Definitely. The 93rd day of the year. Again, Mark Few, the sacrifice. Mark Few. And then we have, just to show you, Jesus, sums to 74 and 34. Again, the 3rd of April. That's when this was. That's when this Jesus sacrifice was. We had the 61 again. I just said God 61 and Jesus 61. So God and Jesus both have Demeter 61. So we have Jesus Christ 74. Those last 74 is last year. And look, Jesus Christ using the English reduction 43, 4-3. April 3rd. I mean, how many 43, 34 connections are we getting? I'm showing you how Mark Few, this is all symbolic. This is all a theatrical performance. Mark Few is an actor. This man needs an IMDb page. That's what I'm saying. We need to petition an IMDb page. I'm serious. We need to petition an IMDb page for Mark Few so people can understand this man is a coded agent. He's an actor. Mark Few. Let's see. Maybe. Nice. Wait. Yes. Perfect. So Mark Few has a IMDb page. I'm not saying, because there's an IMDb page, I'm not using this as proof that he's an actor. I'm just saying, look, we need to have, they need to upgrade this. Put tonight's game on his filmography. I'm serious. Put tonight's game on his filmography because that was another act he did. You think I'm making some metaphor? No, it's not an example. Mark Few is an actor, so these are all actors. Stephen A. Smith, these ESPN puppets are actors. Actress, actor, as an actor. Donald Trump, an actor. Mitch McConnell is an actor. But yeah, what I really wanted to do with this encore was to show you how crucifix sums to 93. God's Son also sums to 93. So God's Son 93 you see, and 33. 55 like Sacrifice, and ALW. Not a surprise whatsoever. 331, the 67th prime number, Freemasonry 67. See how they called this all? Guys, this is you Freemasons, the Zionist Jews who gave you all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. They're giving you the Bible, editing it over years, making it into this. I mean, everyone pretty much knows that the Bible's been edited by man over the years. That's what I'm saying. If not contrived, which really looks like it's just been completely contrived by this gang, which is what all the evidence points to. But if you don't even go that far, guys, they've edited the Bible over the years, putting these numbers in them. So God's Son on the crucifix. On the 93rd day of the year, we have the man playing Jesus in this play. This is a play. You guys were watching a play called basketball. It's called March Madness Final Four, Gonzaga versus North Carolina. That's what the name of the play is. And this man was playing Jesus Christ. 100% serious. So, might as well do Crestwell, Oregon. Oh yeah, Oregon with the 93-39 connections as well. That's right, Nike's in Oregon. 171. Of course, that sequence. 223. 223. This is where they're going for. 223, 39. Oregon 74, like Jesus Christ. See, Jesus Christ 74. Oregon 74. We get the 25. Remember, 97, the 25th prime number, this happens. 25 days, 97 days after his birthday. 38, the death coding. 232, like Satan. And Jewish gematria, and Lucifer is 323. And also Lucifer is also 74, like Jesus Christ. Reversing the alphabetical order and reducing. 151, the 36 prime number, 666, the 36 triangular number. This is why they code 203 all the time. Finally see it. I mean, guys, it's undeniable. Cross 74, 42. I need to take more Jesus stuff to ALW and see what I get. Because, ALW has you covered for even like religious stuff. Wow. Gold 81, Chicago 81, 9 times 9 is 81. They're always coding 99. God 24, it's a support number. Number of books in the Old Testament for one of the Jewish Bibles. They go either the 39 or the 24. Perfect sense. Okay, so before I had too much time, I just wanted to document that now it's a 30-minute video. See what I do to myself. Well, you saw the 93. You saw the 93. So on the 93rd day of the year, the man playing Jesus is the sacrifice. Mark few. Think about Mark, the Gospel of Mark. Few. Jesus is all about the few. I mean, the word few and Jesus go together. I mean, he's preaching about humility, few. He serves the many against the few. I mean, come on, do I have to explain the word few in Jesus? Mark few, Mark Norman few, Norman normal. I mean, they're literally coding the Jesus Christ in this man's name. Might as well see what Norman sums to. 33. 33. Obviously. Also the 30 like Saturn. Saturn 30. This happens on the 93rd day of the year. Mark Few. I mean, I cannot stop talking about this man, this actor. He's an interesting actor to me. He's playing an interesting role. It's Jesus Christ. I mean, born in December. They code it all, guys. But, yep, so I don't add too much unnecessary time. You see the Mark Few, the 93, 39. I mean, I say it all the time, but I cannot emphasize it enough. They code these people out. These are coded agents. These are actors. They're government employees. They're no different than a guy at Walmart. Peace.